Overthinking isn't intelligence. It's self-destruction. And the worst part? You think you're being smart while you're actually ruining your own life. You replay conversations in your head again and again. You think about what you should have said, what you could have done better. You analyze every small detail, every word, every reaction. You imagine problems that don't even exist yet, scenarios that haven't happened, mistakes that didn't even occur. And slowly, your mind turns against you. You stop trusting yourself. You stop taking action. You delay decisions. You doubt everything. And without realizing it, you become stuck. Not because life is hard, but because your mind won't stop. Overthinking feels like control. It feels like you're preparing, like you're being careful, like you're avoiding mistakes. But in reality, you're doing the exact opposite. Because while you're thinking, life is moving forward. Opportunities are passing. People are moving ahead. And you're still inside your head, watching, thinking, waiting, but never acting. And the more you stay in your head, the harder it becomes to get out. Your brain is designed to protect you, but it doesn't know the difference between real danger and imagined fear. So it creates problems, even when there are none. It keeps analyzing, predicting, doubting, looping the same thoughts again and again, until you feel exhausted. And this is where the trap begins. Because overthinking doesn't feel like weakness. It feels like intelligence. It feels like depth. It feels like awareness. But it's not. It's fear, disguised as thinking. The scary part is, this happens more to intelligent people, because you can see multiple possibilities, multiple outcomes, multiple risks. Your mind doesn't stop at one thought. It expands again and again, until a simple decision becomes complicated, until a small problem becomes overwhelming. And that's why you feel stuck. Not because you're incapable, but because you think too much and act too little. Overthinking gives you an illusion that you're in control, that if you just think a little more, you'll find the perfect answer. But there is no perfect answer. Every decision has risk. Every path has uncertainty. And the longer you wait for clarity, the more opportunities you lose. Because while you're thinking, someone else is already moving. Someone else is already taking action. And slowly, you start falling behind. Not because you're less capable, but because you're too busy thinking. Overthinking doesn't destroy you instantly. It destroys you slowly. First, it steals your time. Then, it kills your confidence. Then, it makes you afraid of everything. You start questioning yourself. You hesitate. You overanalyze even the smallest decisions. And before you realize it, you stop trying. You stop taking risks. You choose comfort over growth. And that's where most people lose their potential. Think about this. How many times did you want to do something, but didn't? Start something, talk to someone, take a risk. But then your mind said, what if it goes wrong? What if I fail? What will people think? And you stopped. That one moment feels small, but repeat it again and again, and it becomes your life. A life full of hesitation, a life full of missed opportunities, a life controlled by fear. So the real problem is not overthinking. The real problem is you trusting your thoughts too much. Not every thought deserves your attention. Not every fear deserves your belief. The first way to break overthinking is simple. Take action, because action kills overthinking. The moment you move, the noise in your head starts fading. You don't need perfect clarity. You need movement. Second, limit your thinking time. Give yourself 5 minutes. Think as much as you want. Analyze everything. But after that, decide. No more looping. No more delay. Because endless thinking leads to endless confusion. Third, accept uncertainty. You don't control everything, and you never will. The more you try to control life, the more anxious you become. Real power comes from accepting that not everything needs an answer. And here's the truth most people avoid. Overthinking feels safe because it protects you from failure. It protects you from rejection. It protects you from risk. But it also keeps you weak. Because while you're thinking, others are living. Others are growing. Others are winning. And you're still stuck inside your own mind. One day, you'll look back at your life and realize something painful. Not that you failed, but that you never even tried. Not because you weren't capable, but because you were too busy thinking. Overthinking didn't protect you. It robbed you. It stole your chances, your confidence, your time. So decide right now, are you going to keep living inside your head or finally start living your life?